Hi, guys.
Welcome to the Off Script Podcast.
Yes, it's our video podcast Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on fox4now.com. We also stream on Facebook. I'm Amy Wegman.
I'm Shari Armstrong, and we are super glad that you're here.
And I just had a garlic bagel with veggie cream cheese, so...
And I can tell.
Shut your face.
Just kidding.
I'm like at least 4 feet from you.
No, girl, I cannot smell anything.
Okay. I mean, it was good. This is why we'll never be skinny in the news industry, because they always have junk food in the newsroom.
Stuff a bagel. Good morning to y'all, and thank you for the bagels and danishes. I can confirm they were fire.
They were fire. Yeah. Hundo.
I let go of the swimsuit season thing. I've let it go. However, I've been going to the gym.
You look good, girl.
For real? Are you just saying that, girl?
I'm not.
Okay, thank you.
You look beautiful.
Okay. You said I was beautiful when I was 10 pounds.
You're always beautiful.
Okay, thanks.
And you look like strong.
Thank you. I've been going to hot core, doing all the things. Yes. I'm serious. I'm the one that you know how you go to the gym and there's that person that's like, why are they here? I'm the why are they here person, but I'm there.
I don't think you're the why are they here.
Definitely the one. I'm like, one class I had to go sneak my inhaler. Yeah. Anyway.
I got to get back to the gym. I was just texting our friend Lisa about that. I'm like, I got to go. But I'm so scared to get back into the gym because I'm so out of shape that I don't want to be that person. They were like, did you see Amy Wegman? Why is she just like...
Okay, but Neha, our producer, of course, our producers Neha and Ali are here with us.
Hi.
She said you have the best arms in the newsroom.
They're like a little, but thank you.
But they're not this.
I told you my boyfriend back in high school complimented me and told me I had nice arms.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He was right. For real. You're welcome. All right. So
it's a little warm in here.
So if we are doing this or like we're breathing weird, it's because it's like humid in here. But
it is.
We are dedicated to the podcast and bringing you the news of the day. So this survey is very interesting. I don't know. Like, would you consider us best friends?
No.
Well, that's honest.
I mean, we're not.
We're not.
Are you a dear friend? Yes.
Okay,
Would I do anything for you? Yes.
That's what I was hoping you would say. That's the part I knew we were going to get to right there.
Do I know your favorite ice cream flavor? No.
No, I don't care. I care about what you just said right there.
What?
Okay. About how you would do anything for me.
Literally.
Because this study, basically says... Spending money on others was particularly rewarding when people were able to see the difference their generosity made.
Aww.
It made them happier.
So giving.
Okay. So what I was thinking is you said you would do like anything for me. And of course, I care about your happiness. So I took a few pictures of things that you could get me that maybe would make me happy.
I see where this is going.
Starting with maybe a trip to Tahiti.
I'm going to make you a vision board. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. No, that's not the point. Also a spa day. I chose this.
I'll take you on a spa day.
Like okay.
I'll take you on a spa day.
And then if you didn't want to settle on that one, there's a $435,000 Rolls-Royce SUV that maybe we could just pray about.
That looks stuffy. We don't want that.
Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, let you know that this study basically says that the more you give to people, the happier you'll be. You know, sometimes you think like, I got to go spend some money on myself.
Yeah. Self-care is important.
Self-care, girl, preach.
However,
according to this study, you can actually feel like happier and better when you're spending money on yourself. So maybe you could try that out this week with me.
Yes.
And then let me know.
I will. And I think it can be as simple as giving compliments, giving positive feedback, right? So I don't think it has to be a Rolls Royce. Miss Shari.
A spa day.
It's true, though. Yeah, I'll do a spa day with you.
Okay, girl.
It's true, even if it's just like a present around the holidays. Oh,
is that your sister? Because she's
actually, it's the pediatrician. Hold on 1 second. Will you talk to them?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know that she's gonna get. Yeah, should we? Yeah. Listen, this is real life. She's a mom. Okay, so we got to make sure that she answers the phone.
How are you?
Wow, this is like a deep... Also, they can hear you through that. Maybe I should just move the mic a little bit. Anyway, so maybe try... Amy's right. Of course, I want her to grab the Rolls Royce for me or the trip to Tahiti. However, even in compliments, you know how good it makes you feel? You know how good it makes you feel when someone says, Neha, your hair looks good today. Ali, I really like your outfit. There's something... And then there's something that you guys gain, but also you gain in giving the compliment as well, right? What is one thing that you've done for someone lately that has made you feel happy? Really quick.
We took one of our favorite reporters here, Stephen Pimpo, out for his birthday.
Yes! I love that!
That was real life.
Oh, we love it. We kept
Sorry.
going.
I wasn't sure if something was wrong. You know, when the pediatrician calls, you answer.
100%. So just to catch you up to speed, we're talking about things that we recently did that made people feel happy. And shout out to Neha and Ali. They took Stephen Pimpo out for his birthday.
Oh, I love that.
So we love that. Was that your joint answer? Love that.
So what I was saying before I was so sweetly interrupted was like giving someone a holiday gift that you know they're going to be excited about. Like that
Best
gives me
feeling.
more pleasure than
Best feeling.
anything when we give things to people.
Yes.
I remember Neha got me something once and she was like stressing about it. This was a long time ago. It was perfume and she's like, I don't know if it's the right flavor or scent or whatever you call it.
Love.
But yeah, I do love
It's beautiful.
giving a good gift.
Me too.
Okay, so I was in the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru. Why are you judging me? I was getting an iced tea the other day. This was 2 days ago, and I pull up to go pay for my tea, and the police officer, the Cape Coral police officer in front of me, had already picked up my tab.
Shout out to KPD
And I
for
was
that.
like,
Love.
gosh, that is so sweet. So
Something
then you
so
do it
small.
for the person behind you,
Absolutely.
and it really does. The giving makes you feel, I'm like, oh, look what I did. I want to
Yeah.
see the reaction.
Yeah. You just reminded me, like 10 years ago in Atlanta, someone did that for me. And I've never actually done it back. I think I like forgot 10 years ago.
Yeah, you gotta do
so
it.
I need to give it back to somebody.
My luck. I always get, hey, I'll take the person's tab behind me, and they're like, they ordered for 8 people.
$150.
Just so you know. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, happy giving. We're just going to call this a giving week.
You see this little cutie right here?
I don't know about cutie.
I mean,
From afar.
That's a bear.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of bears lately in Southwest Florida. This one in particular has been roaming around Punta Gorda.
I was shocked to hear this. I mean, I'm shocked to hear about this throughout Southwest Florida, but Punta Gorda is different. I feel like we don't really cover these too much in Punta Gorda.
Why did it do that?
It's okay.
Punta Gorda, this little puppy was roaming around. Alex Orenchuk, he lives and works in the Punta Gorda area, so he has been talking to his neighbors about it. FWC has a trap out. They think that it's like a male, it's mating season, that maybe is just a little lost. But look at, he's hanging out in the hot tub, hanging out on someone's lanai. They're going to not tranquilize it, because I'm sure you're wondering, like I was, like, why don't they just tranquilize it? Because I guess it doesn't take effect immediately in bears, maybe because of their size, or I'm not like
An expert.
on tranquilizing animals. But they worry about so much water nearby that it could drown.
Oh,
Because, if it ends up
sure.
in the water.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to have to watch and see what happens and plays out with Boo Boo the bear.
Listen, we've been talking about a lot of bears recently.
Girl, and a lot of speeding.
Yes.
Shari is not firing on all cylinders today, okay? I'm just going to say it.
me.
Today's her Monday, okay?
Yeah. It's a little bit of a struggle.
You know
It's all
it's a
good.
rough day for Shari when she doesn't have the fake eyelashes on.
That's real,
That's
Amy.
true. You
No, that's
always
real.
have
You're-
fake eyelashes
No, I can't
on.
even be like mad at that. You're so right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't be bothered.
No,
Can
but
you see my eyes? Because without them, I look like a mole.
You do not.
I do. But I'm like, I can't. There are days where you're right. Both Amy and Trent today were like, you're really quiet.
But that's okay. We
Nothing's
all
wrong. Just sometimes I need to be at like 5.
yes, and I think that's okay.
Thanks.
We are humans too.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the speeding. Anvar Ruziev did this story out of Fort Myers. So you know how we told you in the city of Cape Coral they put these speed zone cameras in the school zones? You're going 10 miles over the speed limit. It automatically sends you a ticket for, I think it's $100. You don't get points on your license. Anyway, the vendor's like, hey, Fort Myers, we did this in Cape Coral. Can we do it in Fort Myers as well? Here's the problem. They did this presentation to Fort Myers.
This is hilarious and embarrassing.
It's mildly embarrassing. Fort Myers City Council, and every single, they're like, oh, we collected data, right? And it was supposed to be real data. But every single example that they gave of people speeding was a street that literally doesn't exist in the city of Fort Myers.
Southeast 6th Street does not exist.
No, maybe in Cape Coral it does, but not in Fort Myers. So anyway, as you can imagine, some of the leaders who were looking at said plan were like, I don't really, like, here we go. So they did these studies near City of Palms, they said, Southwest Florida Christian School, Coronado, Ravi Poidorf, and then they gave like the speeds people were going, but the streets that they gave were not accurate.
That's
so
right.
they're like, I don't believe that this information is necessarily accurate. Back to the drawing board. I'm sure they will revisit this at another time.
Yeah, the city of Fort Myers was like, let's open this up to other vendors at this point, because they're like, can we really trust this company?
Right.
One, with the issues in Cape Coral, and two, with these street names that don't even match the city of Fort Myers.
Right. So we might, the moral of the story is we could potentially be seeing these school zone speed cameras in more places across Southwest Florida. They are becoming muy popular.
Yeah, and the city says, like, we know we need them. We just want to make sure we're going with the right vendor.
For sure. Caitlin Knapp did this story that just spoke to me because over the years covering it, just every time we report, and it doesn't happen that often, but when we hear of a child missing, like a child wandered off, if you will, and they're actively searching, which is very different than like a teenager who didn't come home or whatever.
Right.
If we hear they're autistic, like my heart takes a little beat because automatically you see the law enforcement going and searching near water, because autistic kids, according to like the Autism Society, they are drawn to water. Probably because it's multi-sensory, right? Like it sparkles, it's something they can see, it feels interesting. And not everyone can swim, right? Because a lot of these kids are younger that go and tend to wander off. So Caitlin Knapp did this story. There's this new, think of like an Amber Alert. Your phone buzzes like, so-and-so is missing. We need your help if you've seen them. Now there's this for autistic children on the spectrum to help find them.
Yeah, exactly. So it's called the Spectrum Alert. It goes into effect next month, and it's basically, like you just said, it's like the Amber Alert. Just specifically, when you get one of these alerts, the Silver Alert, the Amber Alert, you kind of know there's a specific bracket or a specific characteristic. This is particularly for children who have been diagnosed with autism. So that's rolling out next month. Big deal. We also talked about, I love that you mentioned, the concern of kids by the water. A good number of these children, according to the Autism Society, who have been found wandering, because obviously wandering is a concern for children who have autism. They're often found near water. So obviously that ties into drowning concerns here in the state of Florida. And I was actually looking at the correlation right now between wandering and drowning in the state. And it's a really significant number. So that is why this alert, it helps the whole community, right?
Yeah.
It helps. You're not just talking about the autistic community. You are talking about all of us helping to, look for a child with certain characteristics and help to maybe prevent tragedy in that situation.
There is just so much water in Florida. Lakes, pools, reservoirs, retention ponds. So it's like, get the swimming lessons in place, or the ISR, like the infant swimming resources where they learn to float, but also then in July 2026, we can tap into this as well. So I love that.
You were talking about water. Can I just ask you one question?
Yes.
Which I feel like we've all been talking about: water in car accidents, water in car crashes.
Yes, there's a lot of that lately.
That we've been seeing, it is abnormal for, we've seen it before, but not like back to back the way we're seeing it. This has been top of mind for me, just as someone who drives these roads all the time.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've worked here for 2 decades,
Right.
and yes, we see car crashes or cars go into water, but the amount that we've seen in the past month, it's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And we've lost lives. So a dad and a son died off Veterans. A woman died off Burnt Store Road. A 71-year-old man just died off Oil Well Road. Now, we don't know, you don't know how it played out.
That's right.
But it's scary.
Yeah.
And so it actually got me and a couple of my friends talking the other day about, okay, if you do crash in and you don't pass out, do a lot of people know how to get out? I don't know if they do, but I have those things in my car, the little hammer thing.
Yeah, we should tell them what that is. It's like a thing you can buy it on Amazon. It's super cheap. And you punch the corner. Let me make sure we're talking about the same thing. You punch the corner of the glass in your car, and it literally just
shatters.
Yeah.
And it also has it almost looks like a mail opener, and you can slice your seatbelt because sometimes they lock up.
That's right.
But we were talking in the newsroom yesterday about this as well, and someone was like, well, the other thing you can do if you don't have one of those devices is pull your headrest out and use the metal spikes and take out the window.
Brilliant.
That's presuming that you don't hit your head on the steering wheel and pass out or something like that. So it's just, there's talk about putting more barriers and things like that. We just have so much water. There's water everywhere. So
If it's not a bridge, it's a canal, it's a pond, it's something.
yeah, it's been heartbreaking to see these stories lately. Lots of loss for sure.
I just wanted to share that. That's been weighing on me.
Yeah, it's heavy stuff. I want to talk about travel for a minute because obviously the summer travel season is ramping up. We told everyone, get those real IDs because now when you travel, you got to have the little star. on your license in order to travel or have a passport or some like accepted form. Costco cards are not an accepted form.
The TSA literally says, can't fly on hot dogs and hope. They posted that, which I think is brilliant.
Listen, the fact that Costco, like that hot dogs are top of mind, I think of so many other things when I go to Costco, not the hot dogs.
100%.
That's an old membership
I was
card.
gonna say this is a throwback. But yeah, when I first heard this story, I was like, who is doing that? But people were posting it on social media, and what happens? People start believing that stuff, and they're showing up to the airport with their Costco membership cards in place of their real ID. Don't do that, please.
Oh, because it just delays everything.
100%. The ripple effect.
Trent's like, but I have the executive membership. Can I get on? I'm like, no, you cannot.
Oh, Trent.
No. Anyway, the real ID rules are in effect now. They started back in May. So you want to travel. Sam's Club doesn't work either. Just
Please
to
don't
be
do that.
clear.
Yeah, please don't do
I
that.
made you laugh.
You always make me laugh, even when I'm a 5.
What's your go-to grocery store?
This is going to really take my mom off, but it's Publix.
Is it?
I'm a Publix girl. Yeah.
too.
And I only say that because my mom, she's like, where do we save? What's the best way to save? Publix is not always the best way to save,
No.
you know?
I know.
But I love anyone who knows me well, which we're not best friends, so she wouldn't know. Convenience. I prioritize convenience. I get the groceries delivered. If I can, I do pickup. Publix is one of the things, by the way, I hate shopping.
Same, grocery shopping.
Grocery shopping. I hate it.
Me too.
But if I have to go to a store, I want to have peace of mind. I just want a nice, peaceful experience. And shopping at Publix is truly a pleasure.
It's where shopping is a pleasure.
That's right.
Literally.
What about you?
Publix, because I live like literally a hop, skip, and a jump from Publix.
Yeah.
But I do have a Walmart Plus membership.
Me too.
So sometimes I'll deliver.
Yeah.
And 3 hours? No, they get that in 45 minutes. It's at your front door.
Shout out to y'all driving, for real.
One place I've never shopped, and I'm ashamed to say this, is Aldi.
Oh my gosh.
I've never stepped foot in an Aldi. And aren't they like German based or something?
I was going to say, these are your people.
It's so awkward. There's not one super close to me, or
It's out the way.
Like I'll go to Trader Joe's.
Not that there's not
sometimes.
one down the street from the station, though.
I don't go grocery shopping at work.
Wow.
Where am I going to? In that nasty fridge in the break room?
Girl, never touching that. I think I touched that one time since I've worked here.
There is a living piece of cheese in the bottom drawer. It said hello yesterday.
Shut up. I don't even want to know. Shut up. Okay, well, I'm going to help you. When you go to Aldi's, you need to have a quarter, okay? You can't just grab a shopping cart. You got to be able to walk up, put your quarter in, and that's how you release the shopping cart. You get it back when you're done.
Well, okay. That is good to know.
Okay? Yeah, because it'll really tick you off if you go up there. Hey, Keziah.
Keziah, oh, you're cute too. She said we're cute.
She said we're cute. Okay, listen.
I can just tell she's cute. That's a good name.
It's a beautiful name, Keziah. So, okay, the other thing about Aldi is they have this section. Do you shop at Aldi? No, okay, so Neha is also, because it's just
Have
you
you
and
ever
me,
been?
Allie.
Never been.
Allie says she loves Aldi. And what I was going to say is they have this aisle where it is like the aisle of goodness, okay? You can aisle of shame. You can find something I have these rugs in our bathroom that I got. I know, you're judging me.
No, I'm not. That's so cool.
From Aldi. This is not it.
It's a grocery store, correct?
It is a grocery store.
Oh, okay.
So you can
have
find a little bit of everything, all types of different like decor in that one aisle, but also all types of like different foods from different countries and stuff like that. I love that. So you also bring your own bag. I should note that as well.
That's very Euro. In Germany, they don't give you bags. I lived in Germany for a while, so that's what I can speak to.
Yeah, it's the same thing right
Okay.
here. But anyway, they are literally trying to help the average customer, no matter where you shop. They are saying that they are dropping their prices 40%.
Woo!
25% almost on 40% of their products this summer.
Dang.
So what they're saying is like, listen, we're trying to help out. They do this, by the way, this is not the first time that they've done this, but they're like, we're trying to help out people. We know it's tough out there. So by the way, some of these prices are already cheap, so you're really getting bang for your buck when you go here.
Okay, I'm going to check out an Aldi's. I don't know why. I have nothing against it. I just haven't gone.
It's also neat because like you can find like rare cookies and stuff like that in Aldi's. There are items that I found in Aldi's that I've never seen in Publix.
Do you go to Trader Joe's ever?
I'm not a big Trader Joe's person, but I know you and Neha.
For very specific things, though. But they also, the thing I like about Trader Joe's, and I think the reason I brought that up is I think Aldi's the same way.
Yeah.
Their foods don't have a lot of junk in it, right?
Yeah.
There's no like
Sure.
weird, can't read it stuff.
Sure. And I think a lot of people, I see them on social media talking about this, which I can't attest to this, but they say like they like to buy some of their meat there just because they feel like it's like a cleaner meat or whatever.
At where, Aldi?
At
Or Trader
Aldi's,
Joe's?
yeah,
Oh.
just depending. I can't say that, but I've seen a lot of people say that. Also, they have unique experiences of ice cream. That's just a little tidbit. So you gotta check it out.
All right, I'm going to go to Aldi's. I'm
Please
going to bring my
report back
quarter.
and bring your quarter and your bag.
Did you see apparently the Florida Panthers won game, what is it, 3? Game 4 is Thursday against the Edmonton Oilers. It's at 8. They in the first minute of the game apparently came in, scored a goal, but then there was a knockdown, drag out brawl.
This is what the people love.
Right? It's
what the
hockey.
people love.
It's 5-on-5, got intense. The final score was 6-1.
Let's go, Panthers.
So I'm sure, the Edmonton Oilers were like, okay, let's throw. Let's throw down.
It was 5-on-5. Mm-hmm. It got intense. And wasn't it at P.S. I don't know what I'm talking about. I heard this from Trent and Chris Shaw.
Same.
The goalies were the only ones that were
Yes.
not a part of this big brawl.
I do want to go watch it, though. Not that I like violence. I just am I kind of want to see what happened.
The energy, heck yeah.
Oh, he squirt someone. He squirted him. Did you see that? He took his water bottle and was like, take that. He squirted him. Okay.
When we were practicing for the podcast, we actually were doing play-by-plays. Ali and Neha had us doing that one time, remember? And then they never had us do it again.
The what?
The play-by-plays for
Oh,
sports.
yeah. We're not good at
We're not good at that.
play-by-plays.
As she just said, he just squirted him. That's why we don't do that.
Hashtag best friend. You're my work best friend, but so are Neha and Ali. I
It's
just
okay.
love you so
I just
much.
wanted you to take me to Tahiti. It's fine.
I'm not taking you to Tahiti. Okay. I'm not taking myself to Tahiti.
I knew you were going to say I would do anything for you.
I would do anything for you. I love you
so
dearly.
much. Maybe take me to Tahiti.
I'll take you to Chipotle.
I know that's right, girl. That would be okay because they have a new sauce rolling out.
This is said sauce?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is this sauce for?
Well,
Is it to drizzle, to dip? Is it like a queso?
Oh, I guess that's a good question.
Is it like the vinaigrette you put it on a
or
salad?
is it like the hot honey? Can you check really quick? That's very important.
It's probably for whatever you want.
What'd you say, Neha?
It's your personal.
However you want to put it on is how you put it on.
So let's talk about this. They're launching this new adobo ranch dip, is what they call it.
How do you feel about that off rip when I'm like, yo, they got the adobo ranch?
Oh, that's fire.
Because
I
we
love
love
ranch.
adobo.
I love adobo.
Ranch. Okay.
Yeah. Now, when I see it in a vat and they're like,
That
I'm not
grosses me out.
so grosses me out.
Yeah.
Like if I go to a restaurant and they have the thing where you pump the ketchup, I'm like, hi, do you have packets?
Please.
They're like, we have a pump. And I say, I need some packets.
You know what gets me about the pump? I just don't know what it looks like inside. It's like the fountain drink.
Thank you. Have you ever seen someone with a dirty knife digging into a ketchup bottle? I'm like, no. I don't do bottled ketchup at a restaurant. Anyway, Adobo Ranch, it launches June 17th, so that's next week. It features adobo peppers and sour cream, and they kind of went this direction because they have the vinaigrette, which is amazing. It's like a honey, oil and vinegar, oregano, just perfectly blended vinaigrette. I put it on my rice bowls. It's really good.
Okay.
Shout out to Anika, one of our old producers. She told me to do that. And ever since then, I've been addicted to Chipotle.
Love.
So this, I feel like, I don't think I would put it on my bowl. I think if I got a salad, maybe you could dip some chips in it.
Yeah, I see it for my chips for sure. And I might dip some of my chicken in there for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's a pour on type thing.
Yeah, I have a feeling. But if you are a rewards member on launch day, you get it for free. So we want to make sure we tell you that too.
I'm a rewards member.
Are you really?
Here's the problem, though. I can never get my rewards because the Wi-Fi or the signal in Chipotle never works, so I can't pull it up on my phone.
It's a setup. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry.
Yeah, I like to eat.
This whole team is passionate about food, though, so it's all good. It's almost like you can't be on the morning team without loving food. So
Facts.
yeah.
Well, I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you so much. I love being here.
I was like, I thought that was definitely not
I
authentic.
do mean it. That was authentic. I mean it.
You. Maybe not. She usually does, but
do
at
usually.
this moment, she wants to go home. She
Yeah.
needs just some calming spa energy.
Yeah. It's just been a super busy This season, you know this, the season's busy. Yo, you know what I did this weekend? These are your people too. Goodwill. You know Goodwill Industries? See? I know you love them. Pathways to Opportunity.
I love
that
them.
program.
Yes.
They had a 5K in Babcock Ranch.
Oh, wait, did you run a 5K?
Okay. You didn't have to say it like it was shocking.
Well, I can't run a 5K.
Well, I didn't run the 5K.
Did you walk the 5K?
No, girl. I just emceed it from the stage.
I was going to say, did you bike it?
That's a shame. I was about to tell you how tired I am from emceeing it when people were actually running.
So Goodwill, the reason I love them so much is I think most people think of the stores, right?
That's right.
As
Tell
you're
them what
growing
you-
up, you think of the stores. But I went a couple years ago, and you should do this. Go to their headquarters in Fort Myers. They'll
Yes,
give you a tour.
a
I think
tour.
it's North Fort Myers, actually. They will give you a tour. It is fascinating, all the stuff you don't know they're doing. I mean, they have pathways to
Opportunity.
It's pathways to opportunity.
Yeah.
So it's like a school.
That's right.
They're teaching kids how to cook, adults how to cook, how to live their own lives, how to make beds, how to like function on their own if they need to move out. And they have like gardening, and they also have these like huge squares in the warehouse of clothes that nobody's going to buy in the stores that they like sell to other countries
Love.
for money so
Love.
that they can put it back in. They just
Love.
do so many different good things.
Yeah.
It's way more than a thrift store.
And there are different ways to get involved with Goodwill, right? Like you can go take a tour or support a 5K or Festival of Trees,
Oh, I love Festival of Trees.
right? Every Christmas, downtown Fort Myers, Sydney and Burn.
Davis Art Center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a cool way to like throw a few dollars out and go check out the competition of trees in downtown. So
Yeah, and you can buy raffle tickets, and then you put them in for which tree you would like to win. They're fully decorated, so you get the tree and all the stuff. So, like, there's a Seminoles tree,
Yes.
there's a Gators tree, there's, I'm trying to think of what other
they
trees
had a
are.
sunshine tree where it was like all yellow, like yellow flowers and stuff like that. It was really cool.
It's fun. It's a beautiful event. We're usually live there on Fox 4 Morning News. So
That's
anyway.
right. That's right. I have one more thing to tell you.
What?
I know I have so much to say, but this is why I'm so tired. So I emceed that event, but I also went to, what's that place I went to? Sugar Shack downtown Bonita Springs.
Okay.
If you're looking for like a new kind of like cool vibe,
Okay.
that we remember On
Is this
Bar.
the outdoor place?
Yes. On Bar was live on Fox 4 Morning News one morning, and right when it had just opened.
Yes, and they have outdoor music, and it's big.
So we talk about all that. We're talking about these things. We're like, oh, that looks cool. Well, I actually got to go, and I just wanted to say, like, if you're looking for a date night, a girls' night with your best friend who's not me, whatever you're doing, also like family friendly. Seriously,
Okay.
Like it is an open air. The food is good. The drinks are good, and they have a live band all the time. I went for reggae night. It was a great time.
Oh, that's
so
fun.
I know you're always talking about events and stuff like that. I didn't even meet like any of the staff members or anything like that, but I did want to shout them out because it was a really great experience. And we've talked about how they've built up Bonita Springs in that area,
Yes.
the downtown Bonita area.
The Bohemian. If you haven't eaten at the Bohemian in downtown Bonita Springs, go eat there. The food is fire.
Yep. And Sauna House, of course, in Bonita. So anyway, just wanted to say, put that on your radar.
It's going to be awkward. Hold on.
I never know what's happening.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Will you
Which
be my
finger?
best friend? Wait, is that your right?
Is it this?
We'll do right because it's best friend. It's not married.
Are you going to take me?
Did you say yes?
Hold on. This comes with stipulations.
Okay.
Like the real thing. I didn't say yes yet. You guys stay down.
Let me stay down.
Are you going to take me to the spa day?
I'll take you to a spa day.
I do.
Okay.
Oh my God, did we just become best friends? Oh.
Yeah, you've seen it all right here on Off Script. Have a great day.
I better get a replacement.